So my name is Moon, just like the moon in the sky. I am 21-year-old, and I was born in Rangoon, Burma, aka Myanmar. I'm studying in Columbia College, Chicago right now for cinema arts and science. That's just a tacky term, but basically just film. I'm just studying film.
All right, so my name is Louise Bean. I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado, and I'm studying production design at Columbia College.
My name is Gregory Nicholas Garibay. I am from Chicago, Illinois, and I am studying filmmaking, specifically cinematography. Male, Mexican, Italian, El Salvadorian.
I am a queer white person.
Asian American, Burmese American to be Pacific. Yes, for sure. I think the environment that I grew up, which was, back in Burma, it definitely affected my career choice, because back then I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor, and then I moved to the States when I was 11, and then I was introduced to a whole new different world, and I just fell in love with film. So now it's totally different choice, like doctor and film, like who would have thought?
I think my environment had a really big impact on what I decided to do. I'm from Colorado, so a large percentage of my life was spent being outdoors, especially because my dad was a big outdoorsman and did lots of outdoor sports like kayaking and rock climbing and skiing and stuff. So I spent a lot of time outside, and I think that my relationship with nature sort of informed some of the decisions that I make as a production designer. I got into film because I wanted to sort of capture that beauty around me, and I got into production design because I love finding the story in beauty, and so I think also too, as a production designer, I try to be sort of like a conservationist and bring those environmental aspects to production design, because we don't reuse a lot, we throw away a lot, we use a lot of new materials and stuff like that. So I try to bring more of like a reduce and recycle lens to production design as well.
So growing up in Burma for 11 years, we never really had that much of entertainment industry over there is not that wide. So I never thought that I could make a living out of this career path, film wise. But now everything is evolving, and everything is changing. So now I'm definitely I could definitely make money out of something that I love to do. So I think it's more of cultural wise, my country is pretty strict. There are some stuff that they don't show on screen. There's some stuff they don't really talk about on screen. When it comes to representation, it's mostly males in the industry and things like that. I would say definitely seeing that growing up, it sort of had affected in a way when I was little. But now that I grew up, now that I moved to the States and grew up half of my life here, it's not as effective as anymore, I would say, because now I'm just doing whatever I love and pursuing my career. So yeah.
I brought these pieces with me just because I identify very closely with them. There are items that I'd say are a part of me, that these are things that literally, if you were to find them, they might not mean shit to you or anything, but to Greg, this is, and anybody who knows Greg, they'll probably be able to tell you, oh, okay, that makes sense, that is Greg, All these items, I would definitely say, have a very particular meaning, and which is why I chose to bring them in, as I felt like they're important to me. And if I'm being honest with you, I actually carry them around with me everywhere I go. So I think just them being a part of just me like that, and everywhere I go, that translates into that, if that makes any sense.
I didn't bring very much with me when I moved from Colorado to Chicago, but the pieces that I did bring with me have a lot of sentimental value to me, especially my books and my work, and things that sort of represent the work that I've done in the past. So these objects are important to me because they have sentimental value because they are all products of my journey of growth throughout my few 18 years of life.
I chose those pieces because I chose those pieces because I hold them very close to my heart. Some of them makes me feel like at home, like it reminds me of my childhood. Some of them makes me think of a time and a place, like how I got to where I am today. So that's why.